All right, we're back. Turn 3. This was, like I said at the end of the last video, very different from my first playthrough, but I think doing this correctly, like just so everybody understands, when I first did it, these infiltrates, I had it on the card, which immediately turned it to heavily engaged, which immediately dropped contact, so I didn't have anywhere near this many units popping up. This is more realistic in the way the scenarios, I think, supposed to be played. Apologies, got work stuff popping up. So trying to get some questions answered. All right, so we're going to rock and roll, jump in, turn 3. We don't have an HQ event. They do have an HQ event. Mission 4. So the enemy, there's the enemy HQ event. We're on turn 3. That is a 7. Rally. Any weapons team on the fire team side, flip to the front. Any fire, litter, or paralyzed teams are replaced with assault teams. Well, that stinks. So, any fire, litter, or paralyzed. Hey, I got a whole bunch of assault teams just showing up. Any weapons teams, none of those. But any fire, litter, or paralyzed are replaced with assault teams. Now, it doesn't say to unpin them. So that's it. I'm assuming I just keep them pinned. Fire team, and these are fire teams, so he no longer, the ammo doesn't matter anymore. Okay. But one of the really interesting things is by replacing all those, they're point blank. So, and also I am going to, well, all of their assault teams have now taken their action this turn. So this guy and this guy are the only two. Is that right? Assault team, assault team, assault team, assault team. Yes. So what's interesting is when they do an enemy event and they do something as part of that enemy event, it is their turn. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, so I was trying to look that up real quick. So those are the only two that are going to have anything. And these guys are all point blank now. So we are no longer taking any fire from these guys. Taking fire here, we're taking fire here. I believe that is what that looks like. All right, now, turn 3, row 1 is A's. So we got A, nothing on row B. Not that that really matters because row B is pretty, or row 2, I mean. Row 2 is only one unit right now. But I'm curious, we may end up heavily engaged, which would be interesting. So the other thing that happens is these two tanks both get activated. All right. So let's determine, they've only got 2 cards where they can take actions because once again, these cards have taken actions. So 1 through 2, number 2 over here. This is so they are doing an assault. So it's not on the same card. It's not an A, G, or H. So it's all of the situations, a 1 through a 4. That is a 1. So this one is no action. It's just going to literally sit here, unspotted, firing at me. This unit, oh, he's pinned. So we are not going to end up heavily engaged unless I move an assault team forward, which I might consider doing. So that is pinned, not undercover, 1 through 5. That is a 1. That is nothing as well. Pinned, not undercover, no action. So he's done. So he's just going to sit there and fire all pinned at me. All right. So it is now my turn. The CO. +1. Oh my gosh. So 7. He's up to 8. He'll do the first. That's 1. Thinking of radioing this guy and telling him to move here. My assault teams are allowed to go 1 past the MLR. You can go 1, an assault team can go 1 past the MLR. So, and I would love to get heavily engaged. So he is going to call this guy and tell him to attempt to infiltrate. So with his second of 4, attempt to infiltrate. There's the short. He is going to exhort. So 3. So he failed. So this guy, unfortunately, has infiltrated here. But he is exposed. Now, they're going to open up all pinned. His fourth, his next move is going to be to send off a firing. So this guy, these are going to stop firing. Those 2 are done. This guy might stop firing, but he's going to reopen fire. And these 2 stop firing and then reopen fire. You know what? I am not going to do that right now. I am going to put those back because I want to try to spot first. And then I might have the XO fire one off. Let me see. I got to go. All right. Hoping I didn't screw up the recording. If I did, because I've been having to go back and forth on some work stuff. But bottom line, both of these units did nothing. These all turned to assault teams. I moved my unit. My CO had this unit move from this foxhole over to here. Unfortunately, he did not infiltrate. I am going to fire off the aerials to get a ceasefire, but first I'm going to try to spot. So I basically had my CO, who ended up with 7, spent 1 to activate the first platoon, and then he spent 2 to tell the assault team to move. Now, so this all pinned moved here. We have automatic weapons, but these guys we're firing on. We're going to get rid of that fire here soon. So, next up. First platoon, 4. And he is undercover. He is basically gets 6, so he's up to 11. He can spend 4. We may as well only take him to 10 because he can only spend 4 and save 6. So what should he do? He really... I think he should move under here, which is 1. And then he should tell the mortar who's attached to him to lay down mortar fire here. So the mortar FO gets 3 draws. He's a veteran, so 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So he did successfully lay down mortar fire. And this is a -3 now. Pending there. Okay. So that was 1, 2. And that's it. That's all he's going to do. He's saving 6. Can't do anything else. Can't move him. So now the second platoon gets 2. He's here. He's 3. So he's up to 9. I'm going to have the second platoon move here. That's 1. It's going to tell this guy to try to spot. So let's look at this spotting. He's in an upper story, which is at a higher elevation. That's been my take on it. So he's, because, I mean, he can see over other cards. So veteran +1, higher elevation +2. Target is green +3. Target is A's +4. So starts with 2, but he gets 4 more. So he's drawing 6 to see. I saw him right away. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this guy is now spotted. That's 1. He is going to move to the cellar. So that used 2. Actually, before he moves to the cellar, yeah. That's it. He's going to save 6. Third platoon, 2. He's a veteran, 3, so he is up to 9. I really don't think I want to do... you know what, actually, I am going to tell this guy to move up into here. He's going to try to infiltrate, so he's line 1, 2, 3, exhort. So I used 2, he failed. He's exposed, but he is going to say he used 2, he's saving 6. Part of the reason this is going to flip, they're not going to be firing anymore. Well, they're going to be firing, but on their own card. The XO is up to 7, and he is here. XO is just going to move here, and that's 6. Saving them all. The first sergeant gets 1. Should have actually activated the first sergeant. So the first sergeant is going to move this guy to a litter team. That's 1. Fire team, 2. Assault team, 3. Then he's going to tell him to move here, 4. So he is now in this upper story. So he's saving 3. General initiative, 3. Ooh. Well, I can tell you the first thing. This guy is going to attempt to call fire in here. So he is drawing 6 now. because he has 4 for the artillery. He's a veteran, and he's got the counter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he shorted himself. Gotta tell you, I think I'm going to have him run. That's one of his, and I'm using a fire mission. That stinks. That's 1. Two. And then we're going to have, for the third one, I'm going to have the XO fire off. Actually, I'm going to have the CO fire off one of these line of sights. Come on. Line of sights. One of these pyrotechnics, which is going to cause these guys to quit firing completely. Actually, it's not true. This guy is going to turn around and reopen here. What is our priority? Friendly is closest card, and then the card with the best volume of fire. So I think he is going to fire here because it's all pinned. But this is now heavy because of that guy. But these two are opening fire on this because it's an A. So the crossfire flips to over here, and this turns into not incoming. This turns into automatic fire. Small arms here, but automatic from that guy. I think that is correct. All right. Curious on the visibility if mortars are affected by visibility. I think it's section 9. Yep. Visibility. Grenade attacks. Off. Yep, it does not say mortars. So mortars are apparently affected by visibility, which I guess makes sense. It's their ability to hit. So those are my 3. Capture segment. There is nothing. Retreat segment. Don't believe there are any paralyzed units. Nope, nothing. These guys are pinned. All right. So now it's the AT. So we're going to go vehicle behavior. All German tanks and tank destroyers are activated each turn for fire and movement. They perform based on the following. If on the forest road, move to the road embankment. So they are going to move to here. It's slow, so they have to stop. Now this guy, when he does it, has this volume of fire. So let's look at this. This is a +3. The Panther is a +3 for defensive value. So +3, the cover and concealment is actually -1, so that's +2. He's not moving yet, so then +1 is the incoming. So he's at a +1 and then a 7. That is 8. That means nothing. Now he's moving. So he's going to do it again. And that is going to be a +3 -1. So it's a +2, but also moving. So +3, +4 for moving, 0 this time, and then -1. So +4 -1 is a +3. A 6, absolutely nothing. All right, so the Panther, that's a bummer. Would have been nice to even just get them pinned up. So they're done moving. dropping that short on me really hurt. I probably shouldn't have wussed out and run away, but I did. All right. Fire mission update. Well, flip, flip. Delete, delete, delete. He cannot see anybody, only his own units, so he's not going to open fire. He's not going to open fire because he's got his own units in here. He's not going to open fire on his own units. So now it's, I think, just potential contact. So we have 6 A's, but we do have heavily engaged now. So the A's are 3, so 6 of them. Oops. Number 1, so over here. 1, 2, 3, nothing. Would like a whole bunch of nothing. 5 of them. 1, 2, 3. 4 of them. Number 1. 1, 2, 3. Oops. 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. There's a contact. Now, what's interesting is can't place units on either of those cards. Oh, you know what? It is actually daylight now. Yep. Turns 3. It's daylight, but we have fog, so we got a +2. It's going to change the math on the visibility, but it's still a visibility that is limited to 1 card. So what is interesting is for the A's, the placement of 4, 5, and 6 cannot happen because because they can't be placed on these cards. So the A is limited to 2 or 3. So it's a 1 through a 3 is what's viable. So out of 3, it's a 2. I believe that is another set of Panthers. It is. Yuck. I cannot even begin. I cannot stress enough how different this mission is than the first one I did. All right. Let's see. So that is this. So 2 more cards. Number 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Well, wasn't too bad. Just had more Panthers show up. So, pinned recovery. This switched. They are firing here, basically. I'm going to do my little trick of remembering. So these guys are not being fired on anymore. This guy is no longer being fired upon either. He is still being fired upon. All right. Should have had him infiltrate. Doesn't matter, but it would have been smart. So let's look at ammo real quick. This guy is firing. This guy is firing. 2 HMG is firing, or LMG, I mean, 2 LMG. And 2 1 HMG is firing, and the mortar is firing. All of those have now used ammo. And I think that is it. So let's wonder if when the short hits, because it's now on this card, I feel like that should disappear. That's the way I'm going to play it. All right. We have -3. Visibility doesn't matter, so it's +1. So it is a -2 for that unit. That is hit. Green, we have us a casualty. And he is now pinned. Oh, he was already pinned. Here, we are automatic. It's +2 for visibility. +3 for the pinned. There's a 0 for the card. +3, but we are -2. So +1 for each of these guys. +1. So +1 is a miss and pinned. So this guy is no longer pinned. Now here we have +2 for visibility, +4 for pinned, -2. So it's a +2. Which of course he's hit. Now he's line, he's a litter team. I think he's going to be captured next turn if he doesn't run away. Oh, brother. So this is no longer, I'm not firing at him anymore. Oh, I didn't even have crossfire. Yeah, I think it was still pinned. All right. This incoming is not doing anything because I ran away. We have a heavy weapon here. So it is +2 for visibility, +3, -3. So those are 2 zeros. A miss and pinned. So he is no longer pinned. This is automatic. +1. No, it's +0 because I'm coming through this card. +0. +2, -2. So it's a 0. He is hit and a casualty. Right, so that guy has been eliminated. I do that. Now, nothing here, nothing here. The next, only other card is here. So this guy was firing. It was automatic weapons. It's +4 for the card invisibility, +7, so this is +7, +6 when it's all done, right? It's 4, 7, 6. So 2 +6s. A miss and a miss. So this guy's not even any, he's no longer pinned. And then this is going to disappear. We're firing there. I think that is correct. All right. So let's clean up. I don't think all their units are firing at units. Let's clean up and play one more turn, turn 4. So do we have an HQ event? We don't. They do. That's the second time in a row. God almighty. All right, turn 4. A 5. Rally. Any weapons teams on fireside flip any fire, litter, or paralyzed. I don't think they have any fire, litter, or paralyzed this time. Because they're all assault teams. Yep. But that had no effect. All right. Wow. Crazy that that happened twice in a row. So PCs, this is turn 4. There are none. So we face what we face this turn. So they basically have got a unit here who's pinned. A unit here, they've both pinned as well as an assault team, and here pinned and an assault team. Oh, and we have to remember to activate. And right now they've got 4 Panthers out. They can't bring the 2 Panthers in anymore. So 3 units, the first one, right here. Oops. So he is pinned, not undercover. 1 through 5. A 1. He does nothing. So he's just going to sit there. 2 of them. Number 1, right here. So first thing we'll do is the pinned. Pinned, not undercover. 1 through 5, that is a 1. He does nothing. Now the other one is an assault team. The assault team not on an opposing unit's card with no leader. A 1 is no action, a 2 is infiltrate forward. That is a 1, so he just sits here as well. All right. And then here, we have the same thing, pinned, 5. So that is pinned, not under cover. 3 is move into or seek cover. So he's going to seek cover. He's drawing 1 basically. It's a 2. No, he's an assault team, so he's line. So 1, 2. He did get cover, so he's exposed and cover. This guy is the 1 through a 2. He is going to attempt to infiltrate towards the closest opposing unit. There are 3. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to draw for that. Number 1, over here. He's going to try to infiltrate onto that card. 1, 2. He does not succeed. There is no cover, so he is basically going to go here, exposed. We are no longer going to be firing heavy weapons. I don't think he continues to fire. I don't think he does. They are going to be laying down automatic weapons. I will also be laying down automatic, not incoming. I've done that twice now. So this is now automatic weapons here, firing at this guy. That disappears, which he's going to unpin unless I shift fire, which I may do. I may have this guy come up here until that got a shift fire. That might be risky. All right. I may throw off I think less risky is to throw off a grenade. Wonder if that, I'm gonna pause. I was looking to see if this guy, he was doing direct lay here, and when they attack, I assume he stops firing, but he can't fire here, so I don't know if that's correct. One thing I do know, well, he's not in communication with him. Oh yeah, he is, the phone lines. No, he doesn't have a phone, so yeah, so I can't call for indirect lay there. Be really nice. Oh, that's the artillery FO. Be really nice to lay down fire and get it. Boy, I don't want another short. All right. Well, that's them. We'll clean up the enemy activity. So the CO. I think I can. Let's see, 3. So he gets 4. He's up to 8. And the CO will, let's see, he's going to do the first sergeant. That's 1. He is going to call this guy who has this phone line and tell him, boot scoot it back into this cellar. Can't get out of line of sight. Actually, it's going to tell it to boot scoot it into this one where the first platoon is sitting. Smarter. So those guys are firing, doesn't really matter, they're point blank. That will cause me to open fire, however. Here I just have point blank. But here they will open up, and here, nope, here they're firing on that unit. But these guys are going to open up with automatic here. And this is all pinned. They're firing here, but they're going to cease fire. Oh, actually, yeah, they couldn't have moved back with that because they're point blank. All right. I think I did all that correctly. So that was, he called him on the radio, told him to move. So he's going to save 6. First sergeant gets 4, 5. So he was up to 8. So he's going to do 1, 2. So he got him back to an assault team, and he's just going to save the rest. First platoon, 2, 1, 2, 3. He's under cover, 4. So first thing he's going to do is attempt to, well, he's going to tell, let's see. It's going to tell the mortar to lay down a mortar fire here. So that is 3, 4 for being a veteran. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we did lay down incoming here. Used 3. Used another one. So that moved the mortar over here. I'll tell you, I'm actually changing one thing. My first sergeant is using 1 more because he's going to tell this guy. What should he tell that guy? No. Maybe. Tell him to move 5 friendly steps, and this would be 4 friendly steps. Golly. So he's going to move here. That was 1 more for the first sergeant that I took, so he didn't save 6. All right. Trying to figure out if I should have the first sergeant. Kind of want them to open fire here. Not this guy to open fire here, not here. This is 4. This is 4. This is 5. Ay, ay, ay. Thinking of just moving my... So the first platoon had him, that was 1. He's going to try to unpin. No, he's not going to try to unpin. He's just going to move. 2. All right. Saving 6. Seems chicken. 1. So he gets 2 basically, because he is he undercover? Yeah, he is undercover. So he gets 3. So he's got 9. Gonna move here. Tell him to shift fire. Okay. Then he's going to move back under here, exposed. So that was 1, 2, 3. So he's saving 6. Third platoon, 2, 3. So he's sitting here. It's just going to lose them. The XO. Wait a minute, where was my third platoon? Where's my third platoon? HQ. Wait a second, is he? That's second platoon. Oh, third's over here. What am I thinking? XO. So the third platoon, does he want to do anything? He does not. We got these units, so could be any one of these. You know what he's going to do? What is their tank going to do? If no U.S. tank or tank destroyer and it's on row 3, 1, 2, it's on row 3, move to the row 2 road embankment. So it's going to move here is where it's going to move. Yep. So the XO, this guy's going to move to that road embankment. It's going to be firing here, I think. Dang it. I'm very confused about what I should do. I'm trying to figure out if I should put a unit. If I don't feel like I can put him there, I need to get this guy back here if I'm going to get a shot at that guy. I think I'm just going to have to do that. So I'm going to bring him. We're not going to spend anything, and I'm going to pray I get a few. Ooh, I got 3 general initiative. All right. One of them is going to be to get this guy to here. And I really should have done all that a turn or 2 ago. That's frustrating. One. I'm going to have my artillery FO attempt to lay down fire there. So he is basically 4 + 1 for a veteran. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he did lay down fire here. There's one more mission used. Scale that sucker down. And yep. And place an artillery concentration here. All right. That was 1. Oh, I got an idea. And this may be crazy. I'm thinking I could move an assault team here and then get this guy up here into this foxhole, and I'd have 2 shots at this panther. You know what I could do? This is interesting. Could put him up here and drop his smoke. I think I'm going to do that. He's moving up here. It is a volume of fire, so he's going to try to infiltrate. He does not succeed. He's going to pop his smoke, which means this guy won't be able to see out of this card this turn. I don't know if that was smart or not smart. There was number 3. Very interesting. I'm sorry for the delays. I'm thinking hard, and I don't know if I'm making good plans or not. All right, capture segment. There is no capture anywhere. Oh, you know what? There is capture. Okay. Oops, he's exposed, by the way. Throwing him to the wolves. Go save yourself for us, or go save us from ourselves. All right. There is no retreat. Yeah, that's a litter team. He's pinned. So it's the tank's turn. So we got 4 tanks. Number 3. So 1, 2, 3. This guy is going to move. We just looked at it. It is, oh boy. Not priority 1. On the forest road. Move to the road embankment. Nope. Fire on the tank. Nope. Fire on the closest U.S. vehicle. Nope. If no U.S. tank or tank destroyer is in play, and on row 3, which he is, move to row 2 road embankment. So he's moving here. And when he moves there, he is going to open fire. And the cool thing is it's going to come back to him on the card with the most steps, I believe. Enemy units, card with the most friendly steps. So the card he can see with the most friendly steps is definitely, well, he's not going to fire there because he's got his unit. So he's going to fire at this card. 4 steps there. 4 steps there, so it's random. So 1, 2, 2. So he's going to fire at this card. That's a flip. We're currently under heavy. One of the good things is that's going to use ammo for that guy. Now, when he moved, there was nothing to happen there, but now he's here. And I have the ability for this guy to take a shot at him. And he's going to. So that's 1 AT, who is a veteran. So he's drawing 3, and he did not hit. So nothing. And this is not an ambush, because they've got units, so. Otherwise, I would have had one other card. Nobody else can see him that's in a... Yep, that could actually affect him. I guess one thing I should look at... Let me see if there could have been an effect. I'm going to do this. 1, 2, those are my 3. Because this is what and it might be the same 3, but he is +3, and then +3, 0, +4, okay, +6 with the, yeah, so it's just 1, 2, 3. So I did not hit him. So that's that guy. And he is opening fire here, but that's going to disappear. 3 tanks. So number 3. So it's this guy. So he is going to move here. And when he does, he's firing heavy weapons. This is now automatic weapons, and I've also got small arms fire from my guys on the card. But when he moves there is going to be nothing once again for the automatic weapons, but he is ambushed. So the first guy that's going to try to hit him is this guy. That is 2 AT. Now he's on a card. So basically, I draw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, thank God. There's the ambush. So I did hit him. And it is +3 for the defensive value. 0 for the card because we're coming through there. +1 for moving. So that's +4. -3 for being ambushed. The -4 would be if he's pinned, but -3, so it's a 1. So draw this, a 9. That's a bummer. All right, so he used 1, and I already recorded that. And he has now shot, and there's nobody else who can take a shot. Nuts. All right. Last 2. Number 2. He's just moving to the road embankment. Can't see anybody in fire. And then this guy's going to do the same thing. Wow, what a bummer. All right, that's the tanks. So fire mission updates. This disappears. When this disappears, these guys are now going to go back to firing all pinned here. And we're still firing here. This flips, so my heavy is down here. We'll get the ammo in just a second. This disappeared, didn't do anything. This flipped, really didn't do anything. And we have smoke, nothing happened there. So let's look at ammo. This guy is down, he's 2. This guy's firing, he's 4. This one's firing, 4. And then I've got LMG 1, LMG 2. So the 2 LMGs, 1 and 2. I've got HMG, 2-1 HMG. And I think that's it. All right. Potential contact, there are none. Pinned recovery. I don't know if there's any pinned recovery. I don't think that there is. Nope. Appears to be none that I see. And so we are on to combat effects. So right here, +2 for visibility, +3, and then that's -1, so it's +3, which is a miss. So he's no longer pinned. All right. We have -3 and 0 for the card. So it is basically, he is a -3, -2. So -3, hit, paralyzed. This one is a -2. That is pinned. Bummer. All right. -5. And then he is +2, -2. So those offset. So it's basically a -5, which is a -4. He is hit. And a fire team. Just a normal fire team. Generic fire team. Here, heavy weapons, -3. It's not incoming, so it's actually +0 for the card, +2 for visibility, +4, -5. So that is a -1. He is hit. Line unit, paralyzed. All right. Well, he's not dead. Here we are all pinned. So it's +2, +4. And then visibility is, I mean, we're at +6 for all 3 of these. Because visibility, that's +4. +5, +6, +7, and these are even worse. So 3 +6s. 1, 2, and 3. All of them miss. This guy will be automatic next turn. Nothing here, nothing here. All right. Automatic weapon. So it's +2, -2. So those wipe out. +2 for visibility, -1. So it's a +1. That is a hit. He is an assault team, so line, so he is a casualty. That is one that I will capture. And now he has +2, +4, +7, -1. So +6, +6, +6. Let's do those 3 first. +6, it's pinned. Unbelievable. +6, miss, +6 is a miss. Now this guy is, those 2 wipe out, so it's +2, +4, which is a miss. All right. Nothing here and nothing here. So that is it. I think we are done with turn 4. So I'm going to clean up, record. We're moving on to turn 5. And we will call it. That was a long video at an hour. I apologize. A lot of time just watching me sit, think, which has got to be really dull. But this particular mission has me thinking, and I don't know how things are going. It's kind of fascinating. So I'll join you again, turn 5, a little bit later. Thanks for watching.